Recently, there's been a lot of interest I see amongst body mind experts and also amongst spiritual teachers and also amongst athletes. A lot of interest recently on the relationship between your breath, your mind, your emotions, and your biology. Of course, none of this is new to students of yoga and pranayam, but some or certain aspects of breathing are becoming very trendy right now in how we can use these techniques to influence our mind, our emotions, etc. So I thought I'd do a little bit of summary on the relationship of breath and mind, both from a modern perspective and from Eastern wisdom traditions, including yoga and pranayam. So, breathing, which is often seen as a bridge between the body and mind, plays a pivotal role in regulating emotional, cognitive, and physiological states. And this connection is not merely symbolic, although it goes back to very ancient times. In the Bible, we read, the Lord God made man from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. However, today we understand this connection, which is very deeply rooted in neural and physiological mechanisms. So, modern research has shown that different breathing patterns influence brain activity, particularly in regions associated with emotion, attention, and body awareness. For example, paced breathing, which is conscious regulation of inhalation and exhalation, activates areas like the insula and anterior cingulate cortex, which are involved in moment to moment regulation of our awareness and also of our autonomic nervous system. So, intentional breathing can help manage stress and enhance focus by modulating neural networks beyond the brainstem. The breath also interacts with brain oscillations, such as theta rhythms in the hippocampus, which are critical for learning and memory. These rhythms synchronize with the respiratory cycle, influencing cognitive processes like attention and memory retention. And this synchronization highlights how breathing can shape mental states and even improve task performance involving emotional or cognitive challenges. So, all this is well documented in neuroscience. From a yogic perspective, breath control techniques like pranayam have been used to harmonize the mind and body. So, rapid diaphragmatic breathing energizes the system, while slower alternate nostril breathing calms it. So, if you want to energize, then move your breath rapidly back and forth. Use abdominal breathing and diaphragmatic breathing and do it rapidly, and energy increases. Alternate nostril, you calm the body. So that's just very basic, okay? Many pranayam techniques enhance longevity, serve as an anchor to present moment, stabilize the mind's fluctuations between past regrets and future anxieties. Your breath is always in the moment, right? Also, breathing is unique amongst bodily functions because it is both automatic and voluntary. So, this dual nature allows us to consciously alter our breath to regulate emotions or cognitive states. For example, slowing the breath down can down-regulate stress responses by engaging the parasympathetic nervous system, slowing the breath down, prolonging the exhalation, holding the breath after the exhalation, and then slowly breathing in all the while through the nostrils and all the while using the abdomen for breathing and the diaphragm. Okay. Similarly, rapid breathing, again, abdominal, can energize and heighten alertness. So the breath is not just a physiological necessity, but a powerful tool for mental regulation. By consciously engaging with our breath, we can influence neural activity, emotional states, and overall well-being. And this dynamic interplay between breath and mind underscores its potential as an accessible means for self-regulation and mindfulness in our daily life. So once in a while, just stop. You remember the stop formula? Just stop. Take 3 slow, deep breaths. 3 slow, deep breaths. Inhale to the count of 4. Exhale to the count of 6. Pause to the count of 6. Inhale to the count of 4. Now, I, over the years, have cultivated my breath every day for a practice that I call the longevity breath, which is inhale to the count of 6, immediately exhale to the count of 12, pause to the count of 12, and then inhale to the count of 6. And if you do this, that brings you to about 2 breaths a minute, which is less than 4 hertz of brain cycles, which is similar to deep sleep. And this I call the longevity breath, which basically slows your breathing to 2 per minute, brain cycles to less than 4 hertz, and stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, decreases inflammation, and also does amazing things for immune modulation and endocrine modulation, longevity, and health span. This is one technique that I use in addition to rapid breathing for energizing, diaphragmatic, ujjayi breathing for stamina, and alternate nostril breathing for calming down. Of course, there are many, many more, but this is the miracle of breath and how it's connected to mind. This is the current book I'm promoting, Digital Dharma, How AI Can Elevate Spiritual Intelligence and Personal Well-Being. And if you want to continue to engage with me, please go to deepakchopra.ai. Thank you, my friends.